Yo! Oh, wait, there we are.
We're here.
Welcome to episode 30 of Hit the Mics with Ryan D. I, of course, am Ryan D.
And I am Steve Rogers.
That's right. How we doing, Steve? How's your week going?
My week, it's actually been pretty productive this week after sitting around doing nothing. You know, what about yours?
Yeah, pretty productive.
I don't know. You can do a lot of things when you're sober.
Yeah. This sober streak has been, and that's what I'm calling it now. I'm just calling it the sober streak.
The sober streak. Yeah, I mean, in the gym, you know, all Sub-Zero masked up and doing that.
I've been up at like 5, 6 o'clock skateboarding every morning. I'm down 5 pounds.
Oh, good. I have no idea where my weight's at. Like, I don't.
I've been weighing myself every day.
Oh, every day.
Yeah.
I don't have a scale. I just go by like the mirror. I'm like, all right, looking better, looking a little tighter.
Well, I was getting frustrated because I was going every morning, and then I started like kind of doing like push-ups and sit-ups before I would go out and skate. And then I've been kind of on a much better diet too. So like, and I've been taking supplements and stuff, and I just wasn't losing any fucking weight. And then, if anything, I gained weight. I was at like 240.
Oh, really?
And then I was like, what the fuck happened? But then today I weighed myself and I'm at like 235. Yeah,
that's what the scale. I mean, a lot of people live by that, but it can be wrong sometimes. It doesn't really show like what's really going on inside. Losing water weight, gaining muscle. And so that's why I was just like, fuck this thing, you know?
Well, I feel better.
Yeah.
And I was going to talk to you about how I almost shit my pants on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Was it Wednesday or Tuesday? I don't remember. But so for those who don't know, Steve rents a room from my mom.
Yeah.
And my mom lives down the street from the skate park I've been meeting with George Wang at. And I went there this one morning. It was the day after we recorded the podcast, or the Sunday. It was Sunday. Yeah. So I met up with them in the morning, and I got there and the fucking bathrooms were locked. Yeah. And the plumbing was being worked on in the house.
Yeah, here.
So I couldn't have my morning shit, and I knew I was like, oh, I'll just have a coffee, I'll just shit at the park.
Yeah.
And so I drink my coffee on my way to the park, and then I get there and the doors are locked, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. And then you get into my place.
Right. So I tell George, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go shit at my mom's real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And then so I go down and I'm texting, and the whole time, actually, I wasn't even sure I was gonna make it. So I stopped at the gas station. They didn't let me use the bathroom.
No.
And then I stopped at like another place, like a restaurant or something, and they didn't let me use the bathroom.
Here's one thing though, like, why are gas stations so big Nazis about their bathroom? Like, if you're open, you have a gas station, you have a bathroom, like, let me shit there.
I know, right?
Let me shit there. Like, let me be. Like, this is ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. So I ended up just clenching cheek and going and over to your place, and I'm texting my mom, Gerardo, my brother, my sister, and I called you, and like no one was answering. Not one person. Like,
we're all out.
All of them, every single person in that house. And then I get there, I start ringing the doorbell, and I'm knocking on the door, and still no one hears me there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna shit my pants in this driveway right now.
You want to get really mad? I saw your call and I just rolled back over. Like, my phone was ringing, and I was just like, woke up, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, why is Ryan calling this? Like, fuck it, I'll call him back later, and just knock back out.
Man. You son of a bitch.
I'm like, if it's really important, like it's an emergency, he'll call right back again. But I'm like, he's probably just up and it's like, what are you doing? Like,
I mean, you really were the last person I called too, because I was like, I don't want to wake you up, but like I don't mind waking up my mom or my sister or my brother. But I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah, because I didn't even hear the doorbell ring at all. Like,
I was ringing everything.
I just woke up, I saw the phone going off. I was like, the fuck? No.
So,
and then knocked back out.
So I legit like had this thought. I'm like, I even Googled like the hand wipes I had in my car. I'm like, can I wipe my ass with those?
Make sure you don't damage your butthole from the wipe.
I was like, I'm gonna shit these bushes.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna have to do.
Where did you end up going?
And so I ended up going to the Jack in the Box, I like fucking. I mean, I burst in the door and I was like, bathroom.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm like, I'll buy a sandwich or something. Just let me use the bathroom.
Yeah. Unless you want me to shit my pants right here in the fucking lobby. Like,
dude, I mean, it was like, I didn't even, my cheeks didn't even hit the
before it
it was happening already.
Oh man, those are always the fucking best.
Oh man. All right. Well, on that note, we'll bring on our guest.
Oh yeah.
This is a real fun, a pleasure. I'm happy she's on, and I've actually never done a podcast with her. We've talked about it many times, but it's never actually happened. But she's a great, amazing, funny comedian. And she's been in the game for a long time, and we're gonna bring her on. Give it up for Jen Murphy, everybody!
Yay! I'll give it up for myself.
Yay.
I have some questions.
The kids are too low. Wait, sorry, hold on.
Children.
How's it going, Jen?
Conversation. I have so many questions for you.
Okay.
Why don't you have a key to your mom's house?
Wait, what?
Why don't you have a key to your mom's house?
It's a great question. I don't know.
I've always had a key to my mom's house for some reason.
I haven't since my mom and my stepdad divorced. I haven't had a key to their place. So I don't know.
I think when I moved in, I took the last key.
Did you? Well, yeah. Well, Steve rents a room there, so I don't really know. By the way, Steve, Jen, I don't know if you guys have met before.
We've met.
Yeah, we met before.
Yeah.
We met at Pat Plate.
That's right. You guys met at Pat Plate.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for having me on here.
What's that?
Thanks so much for having me on here.
Absolutely. Have you been holding up?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Starting to feel normal now, which is not
right.
good.
Right. You have anything lined up right now to go on the road or anything?
I have something in September, and they're saying it's still going to go, but I feel like it's still just kind of, can get anytime.
Where is this supposed to be at in September?
I'm actually supposed to do a Norwegian cruise line.
Oh shit!
Very cool.
Well, that can also go wrong. I always hear about cruise stories, and
I hope they pay you either way.
No, it pays very well. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
If it gets canceled? No.
Yeah, if it gets canceled.
Nah, not unless they canceled like 3 days before. But other than that,
yeah, that sucks. I know I got some stuff next month, and I'm like, at this point, I'm like going week by week. I don't even know.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be San Diego in like a month.
Yeah.
Starting to look like it's not.
Yeah, because I know a lot of comics were going to Arizona because all those clubs are open, but now Arizona's got a big spike, so I don't know.
Yeah, they're fucked. So.
Yeah. Well, what have you been doing besides? Up until this point, it's like there's so many people I know that literally like were making a living just doing stand up. It's like it was almost their whole well-being was completely cut off. I don't understand how I don't know what you did to survive.
Yeah, I was making money just doing stand-up, and then when everything got canceled, I really freaked out. And then luckily I got unemployment. I've never gotten unemployment before in my life, so it's pretty sweet. Yeah,
it really is. Yeah. That's good. So we got the bonus and all that too. Everyone's been following.
Yeah, everyone's got the bonus. Yeah, I saw a story that came out. They're like, poverty has gone down since the pandemic happened because people are actually getting paid like a livable wage.
Well, we've been stimulating.
Yeah, I have more money now than I did before the pandemic. Yeah. It's very weird.
It's shitty.
I know. I was able to get a car. That's.
Were you really?
Yes.
You're also not spending any money. Except the grocery store.
The grocery store, yes, but like I've been spending a lot of money on Amazon because I just sit at home bored with nothing to do. And it's like, what do I need?
I was gonna say, if you're an online shopper, you would spend money. I've never really been somebody that shops online, so that wasn't an issue.
Oh, I would barely buy things from Amazon, but ever since this pandemic started, like it's exploded. Yeah, like it's just sitting around just buying shit. Like fuck it, I need to.
It's so boring that it gets exciting if a package comes in.
Yes, absolutely. I have a stack of empty boxes right here in front of me of stuff that I've been ordering. I live with my grandparents right now, and they're just like, "What? Why do you keep getting all this?" They're like, "What else did you get? What did you get now?" They're getting jealous that they're not getting any mail. I'm like, maybe I should just order them something,
order Tata something.
Yeah.
But also some of the things you order, like I ordered something and it said it would be here in August. Like there's some items that take a long freaking time.
Yeah, it's probably shipping out from China because I've seen a couple of those and I tried to cancel it and just like.
Well, I just got my license plate frame, which I'm excited for.
Congratulations on your car.
Thank you. Yeah, I had a headache of a situation with my last car, and I just was like, I'm like, you know what? I got enough money, and I fixed my credit a little bit. I was like, let's just see what happens, and so. I went to a dealership and they were like, okay, here you go.
Yeah, there you go. Here you go.
I'm like, they just give you these? I was like, this is cool.
So you guys were doing this podcast before the pandemic, though, right? This isn't.
Yeah, well, I have my other podcast called Humpcast, but this one's kind of just my little baby that I had dismissed for a little while, and then I had abandoned for a little while, and then during this pandemic, I reordered some more equipment and just kind of set it up all over again, and now we got this whole thing rigged up and all that. So nice. You can't see, but you're on a giant monitor in front of me too. So
oh God, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But you know what I was thinking? You know what I was thinking about the other day? Well, when I was texting you and asking you to come on, I was thinking about that. You know, the first time we actually really like hung out was because we both went home with each other's debit cards.
Yes, Universal Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
Oh God, Universal Bar and Grill.
Okay, so that's where we met. That's where we met to switch it back out.
Yeah.
Because Tony was on your show at the Ontario Improv, and I went to hang out.
Yeah.
And then we went to like a Wingstop or something afterwards, and then I went to close my tab out, and they give me her card.
Yeah. And
I didn't notice until I don't know. I don't know who hit who up, but we scheduled a meeting time and a spot to meet up, and we met up at Universal Bar and Grill during the open mic. And do you remember that weird guy with the wobbly legs and the cane and the glass eye?
Wait, what?
Yes, dude.
Was he on stage? Or was he just hanging out?
Okay, so Universal Bar and Grill is just this weird fucking cesspool of like of just like Hollywood trash. Like I don't understand what happened there.
So bad, but I'm like so addicted to it. I keep going back.
Fucking no. Last time I went to that place, I almost got to fight out front with some drunk dude.
Yeah. I mean,
okay, but in my defense, I live not even half a mile from there. So that's kind of like
a neighborhood bar.
Yeah.
I have some new premises that have no punchlines.
Yeah, that was my first real music gig too, was there at Universal Bar and Grill.
Oh,
that's the only way. Only time I've gone is like, friends are playing shows.
Yeah. So okay. So whatever the hell, I don't even know what the fuck was going. So there's a regular open mic there. I don't Chris P, the Chris P comedy show that he does. Right. He does, and it's like fuck ton of Valley comics and some there to actually work and some there to waste your time. And so that's what we decided. We both decided to do the mic and meet up or whatever. But we get there and there's like some I mean, if you want to call it a blues jam band, like playing before the mic starts. So like there was I guess some music show in the afternoon, and it's okay. So we have a friend named Greg. And he's got that smoker's raspy voice.
Yeah.
So it was like a dude like that, but with like cerebral palsy and a glass eye.
That's fun. You don't know where to look at. You can't look at the glass eye. Don't look at the wobbly legs. Like, just, go just stare into the good eye and just act like I don't see everything else.
He insisted on singing at the top of his lungs. And then he went, and so after the band was done, he went to the jukebox and kept playing Elvis and singing Elvis at the top of his lungs.
During the mic?
Right before, and I think I went well into. I mean, it was
this place is.
and I think it did fall over too, because he was also drunk. I think he fell over. He fell next to you. He like tripped over a chair. It was wild, and I'm like, holy shit, this. Like it was too crazy to even like try and write a bit about, It was just like
none of that sounds believable.
And he was like swinging his cane around and like, and it was like a dime store Willy Wonka or something.
So I guess you guys will never forget about the time you guys first hung out.
And that's why I was thinking. I don't know. It just popped into my mind. I had forgotten about it, and then I was like, oh yeah, you were there to experience Crazy Wobbly Legs with me.
Yeah, that was so funny. But your show at Pacific Plate, I love that place. Were you still doing that right before the?
Bit of a falling out with those people.
Touchy subject.
A little bit.
A little bit. I know we haven't talked actually. Last time we talked, I haven't. Me and my
his fiance are no longer
right. We're no longer a thing. So,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's why I'm back over here in El Monte. And more motivated to do other things. But things are going pretty good for me now. But that whole thing. So I stopped with them, and I had done But you did you come? You came down for the Route 66 show though.
I did. That was really fun too.
Yeah. So that was my.
Oh, actually, I think I bombed on that show.
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
I like that bar though.
Yeah,
the bar.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. You were.
I did very well because I remember apologizing to you and being like, "Sorry." It's always bad. You feel like you have to apologize to a booker. You're like, oh,
right. That one was my new baby for a little while, and I was starting to build that one up. We had just shot like a promo commercial thing for it, and then we had to go into hiding. So I don't know that I had to put everything on hold, and then I got a job at another brewery, and I was going to start doing shows there, and
but Corona,
and then it's just been it's like.
Route 66 seems like a good place where people can socially distance, though. It's pretty spread out.
Yeah, it hasn't been. It's been all right. I mean, there's been some people. Actually, this whole area has been okay. It's like as far as people following the rules.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't been too crazy.
Yeah, I haven't really like run into anybody like that, like out in public.
I mean, the gyms
demanding not to wear a mask.
The gyms are reopened, and we both just were exchanging stories of douchebags at the gym. But
oh my god. Please tell me because I haven't gone back to my gym yet. I'm nervous.
Well, I just rejoined today. I just rejoined the gym today, and I went today. And this guy was just walking around with his mask as a chin strap and talking to people and then they've put like out of order signs on every machine. So like every other machine is open. So I'm sitting in one. I'm doing like the butterfly press, and this guy comes and like puts his water bottle in the one next to me and just kind of stands there. But he's also not covering his mouth, and I just kind of look, but he doesn't say anything. And so I'm in between sets, and I'm like checking my phone, and he's just kind of staring at me, still doesn't say anything. And then I'm like, all right, dude, I guess he's waiting for me. And then so I finish my set, and I move, and he goes, "Hey, bro, you done with this one?"
So you are supposed to wear a mask when you work out. I thought
the whole time you're supposed to.
Yeah.
What about like on the treadmill?
Yeah, even on that.
For everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Like, when my gym opened back up, like I felt comfortable going because even before Corona happened, it was always super clean. Always had hand sanitizer stations everywhere. Always had disinfectant wipes everywhere. And then so when I got the email, like, oh, they're going to be doing extra clean, all that stuff, I was like, yeah, I'll go. The first day I went, like the day it opened, I walked in and walked right back out because I saw like 6 people on the treadmills, no mask on, just running away. And I'm like, I'm not gonna stay here.
Yeah.
But then ever since I started going back, then after that, like everyone's all masked up doing their thing, and so it's just like, all right, I feel okay. I know it's not the greatest place to be, but I'm like, you need to do something. I'm tired of sitting in the house.
I mostly do the treadmill, so I'm like, I just can't imagine. I don't want to run with a mask on. I'm like, it just sounds. Oh.
Yeah, it's luckily. I mean, I've been doing. I've been going back to skating, so I'm like going to the skate parks every morning. So I don't really feel the need to do cardio at the gym.
Yeah,
but I can imagine.
Well, Jim, why haven't you just like on? If you just use a treadmill, why haven't you just like on jogging on the streets?
That's what I do. I take really long walks, like that, and I found routes where there's I hardly ever run into people. So that's one reason I don't want to go back. I'm like. That's kind of been a good thing is that I've been reintroduced to just like outside. It's so much better outside.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm on the treadmill, I'm just like staring at the time, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, outside, you just like kind of zone out. So that's what
it makes sense because doing any kind of cardio in the gym, it just 1 minute just feels so much longer than it actually should be. So that makes perfect sense. But outside of that, like I know I've asked other comics that have been on about this. Like, how's your writing process been since, quarantine and everything shut down?
I have not written very many jokes. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it seems to be the consensus.
Yeah, for everybody.
Really? Oh, good. I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, no, I'm a writer as well.
I haven't writing shit either.
And I haven't written a goddamn thing. Like, I sit down, I try, and I'll get like maybe a couple lines in, and just like fuck it, I'm gonna go do something else. What's going on? Call it.
I was working on writing a TV show, so I have done that. But as far as jokes, maybe like 3 or 4. It's bad.
Even like the pilot I was trying to work on, like I can't. I just I get there and it's just like fucking just stare at the screen, get maybe a couple lines in, and just like I'm creatively bankrupt right now. Like I can't get this shit out.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
for me, I always felt like I wrote better in public. For some reason, in my room, I just get too distracted. So when things first all closed down, I was just like, it was a lot harder.
yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Where like, if I'm gonna actually do any work, I need to either I need to get I have to go somewhere. Like I have to get out of my house.
Me too.
You know?
No, I'm the exact opposite because if I'm out, I get too distracted by people.
Yeah,
so I'm kind of a people watcher. And so it's just like, oh, look at this fucking asshole with his scarf on.
Yeah,
and then I just get distracted and it just hitting on everybody at the coffee shop.
I mean, that's how I write.
Yeah.
No,
but you're in here writing the screenplay too, you fucking loser. I'm like, God damn it.
No, but that's why I like writing at bars though. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
That's
sounds.
what I do. Like the background noise helps me focus. It's really weird.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm the same way. So like, I'll sit at a bar and just have some drinks and then I'll just be sitting there just kind of jotting some stuff down. Like like that time I told you it was like Margarita Mondays in downtown after work one time, and they were like. And I thought the sign said it was only between this period of time, so I was like slamming them back, and the lady finally goes, "She's like, it's all night tonight, right?" I'm already 6 deep.
Yeah, like, fucking, you could have told me after the second one. God damn it!
I'm like, oh, well, give me 2 more. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But
my favorite people so far have been the ones that don't have a mask, but they walk into and they go like,
"Oh, really? Yeah, I've seen that."
Like someone farted.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess that works. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been interesting. It's like I wish the people who were so like cavalierly and not giving a fuck about anybody else is like I wish that like they would catch it. You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah. No, I hope they don't because they're still going to be cavalier and go out and spread the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah, like those people we were at Robex yesterday. Like,
oh god, damn
it was like.
Now, I don't even know how old they were. Like they looked like mid-20s, but they were acting like 13 years old.
I know.
Like we pulled into the place and it's this couple and they're hugged up and they're jumping up and down and like loudly kissing and just like being loud and obnoxious. None of them had masks on, and it's just like,
wow.
Yeah, it was gross.
How have you guys been with the ladies?
Fucking online dating is fucking during quarantine is the worst.
Have you done it? Have you done like Zooms or something?
Fucking no. Like I haven't
done anything. But
got some great horror stories. Well, I was
like the communist.
Oh yeah.
She wanted to go on the first day to go on a public transit protest where we ride public transit and try to convert people to communism. And I was just like, you know what?
Are you serious?
I'm 100% serious.
Yeah, she wanted to ride the.
I think I still have the text messages from her, and it was just like, yo, this is not what I thought you were.
I actually started seeing somebody right before. So
how does that work? So you still kept seeing each other?
Well, yeah, I mean, they like locked. Everything went on lockdown, and I was like, well, fuck it, just stay here a while, I guess. But then it, like I thought maybe a month. Then it turned into like 3 months, and then I was like, yeah, I wasn't really planning on having you move in. Yeah. So
that's too soon.
But we've kind of hashed it out, and things have gotten a lot better since. But now that we both have other things going on, and we're not on top of each other all the fucking time. Not figuratively.
Wait, so have you gone on Zoom dates? Have you done that?
No, but I never did a lot of dating before this. But no,
it just seemed weird because like online dating, yeah, I've done it before. Like, let's meet, we match, let's talk, like let's go out, let's go meet in person. We can't do that now, so I get bored from just texting or messaging back and forth. Like, I get bored, like, and then I just stop.
Yeah,
and that's been happening.
I mean, it's like if you're not gonna meet up, like, what's the fucking point?
Exactly? What's the point? Like that one Taylor where she started texting me and telling me like how she had all these feelings for me, and I'm like, I haven't even met you. And
oh no, Taylor, what? You must be a really good texter.
No, I
am a really good texter.
It was, if we want to get into that, there was more. I feel we both agreed that it was more of a getting back at me thing.
Yeah,
because I kind of dumped her, and then she started hitting him up.
Yeah, scandalous.
It was really weird. Yeah, because I like made out with her friend the night I met her.
That sounds like a red flag.
It's a giant red flag.
Yeah, huge.
And then she started hitting me up. She's like, "Oh, like, the first time I met you, I wanted to like hook up with you." And I was like, "No, because you fucked my friend, and I was trying to fuck your friend. Like, what are you talking about, weirdo? That's not what happened."
You're like, I was there.
Yeah. No, my friend Ryan fucked you the first night he met you, and I was trying to fuck your friend. What do you mean you're into me? Like, stop it. Who are you lying
Quit
to?
Lying.
Yeah, and so
she just fucked Ryan to get to you. That's all.
Yeah, that's what it is. You gotta hop the train. and ride a car to get to somebody else.
Yeah, you're like the drummer in the band.
Speaking of, she texted me this week at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in Beaumont. I'm like, okay.
Like okay.
Yeah.
Beaumont.
Beaumont. I'm in Beaumont. Like, I want to have some fun. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to sleep. I'm not. No.
That's like 2 hours away, isn't it?
Yeah,
What's to do in Beaumont?
You really thought you were gonna text me at 2:30 in the morning? I was gonna hop in my car and drive 65 fucking miles. Get out of here. Who do you think you are?
What the fuck?
I was mad just at the audacity. That you thought you could hit me up at 2:30 in the morning and I would drive 60 miles to come hang out with you. Like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it's been done.
Oh, I'm sure it's been done, but I'm not the one.
Sure.
Like, I won't drive to fucking downtown LA if someone hit me up like at 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, yo, I'm already in bed. Like, call me in the morning. Let's get some brunch and dick, and then we'll call it a day.
Should we say brunch and dick?
Yeah.
That's great. Oh my gosh. But would you feel comfortable meeting somebody now that things have eased up a little, or you're still?
Yeah, no, I'm open to it. I'm not against it. But I actually haven't been using it dating apps lately because the last couple weeks I was just like, I'm fucking over this.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I was only using them for a brief period of time, and it was like, I don't know. I just met so many fucking weird people.
There's so many weird people,
and like, I don't know, or rude fucking women too. Like, just so rude. Like,
if you can't make me laugh,
right?
like,
I'm gonna block you, or if you're not interested. It was like, okay, bitch. Like,
really?
I gotta entertain you.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it was like
some this princess mentality. Of,
yeah.
Like, you got to make me say something interesting or make me like, what do you say something interesting? What's wrong with you?
I'm like, I don't even want to go take this any further anyway, because that means I got to carry the weight of fucking interesting.
Yeah,
this whole fucking
I got to carry this conversation through everything. Like, you got to bring something to the table. I can't we got to talk about something after we're done fucking. Like, I can't just stare at the wall. Like, you got to be interesting somehow. Like,
that is so funny.
Yeah.
What about you? Still,
I got nothing. I got nothing.
This could have been the perfect opportunity. You're at home. You're bored.
To do what? Perfect opportunity. But I've never been on a dating app.
Oh, why not?
Is that awful?
The regulars at the Universal Bar and Grill. It's only half.
Yeah, there you go. You could have found Crazy Wobbly Legs. And
why do I need a dating app when I got UBG?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All my men at UBG.
Yeah.
You didn't start an OnlyFans?
My pickup line is, I live half a mile away.
Perfect.
Although if you're gonna hook up with somebody at Universal Bar and Grill, you might as well just fuck in the bathroom, I guess.
Yeah, you don't want to take.
I mean, it seems like everyone is anyway. That place is.
Just feel greasy.
Yeah,
leave that place.
It's like the walls have grime. You know.
So can we all go there for the first show when they open back up?
We should all go.
If we can go make fun of people,
Yeah.
I'm totally into it.
No, we all have to sign up for the open mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't call it an open mic to Chris Petro.
I don't do stand up.
Yeah, that'll be your first one.
My first one.
Yeah,
do open mic at the Universal Bar and
Just
Grill.
tank for a bunch of low life drunks.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
And I just get upset and just start talking shit about people.
Yeah, there you go.
Crowd work.
There you go.
You ugly motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't you laughing? I don't know.
If you ever start to feel like you're really killing it in comedy, just go there and you'll be right.
You'll get humbled very quickly.
Yes. Yeah. Or go back to work. That's always my thing. Like, it was like, I just crushed it, like, the improv, and then it's like you're back at your fucking 9 to 5 and no one gives a fuck about you.
Yeah. No, the worst was like going out for like job interviews, like after working on like a couple sets, and they're like, "Oh, you got your degree in film?" Like, yeah. So do you want to work in film? Like, fuck you. Like, fuck you. I'm here for this interview. You know it didn't work out, asshole. Like, you don't have to remind me. Like, Jesus. I don't want to be here as much as, like, stop.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully
that's
not
my
here.
favorite question. Yeah, I know. That's my favorite.
I want you to give me enough money where I can pay my rent and do right on the side
so I
until
can drink
make
beer
it.
and forget about this fucking place.
Yeah, why would I even ask you those questions if you're working a freaking minimum job?
So, like, because most of them aren't like minimum wage, they're like sales jobs and like account management jobs that I do. But they're like, so if like an opportunity in Hollywood came up, would you leave? I'm like, no, I would stay. I know it's over, but yes, I'd leave in a fucking heartbeat. I wouldn't even call you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that makes more sense if you're going for a higher end job.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, minimum wage jobs just aren't cutting it anymore. I was just thinking about how much I was making, like at my first job in retail.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the fuck did they expect anybody to like stick around and think that that was enough to like live on? You know?
No, they don't.
I mean, well, that's why teenagers do those jobs. Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's enough to get McDonald's and like a 6-pack.
Yeah, really. Afterwards, let me get 2 McChickens and a fucking case of or a 6-pack of High Life.
Yeah,
call it a day. That's all you needed when you were 21. You didn't need much.
Yeah, movie tickets and maybe try and finger fuck somebody, and that was
enough.
Yeah, I think my first job was very close to El Monte. Actually,
your what?
Your first job?
My first job was very close to El Monte.
What was your first job?
It was at Albertsons on Rosemead Boulevard. Is there an Albertsons still there?
Yeah, now I think it's a Super A. It was the one by the Kmart? Was it by the Kmart?
That's where I worked in high school. It was my first job.
Yeah.
And I did it over the summer, and then I would have to always go out and collect all the carts. And it's like 110 degrees. And they make you wear like a full like men's like long sleeve business shirt and the pants. It was like, I used to pray for cars to hit me. I'm like, please just hit me.
No, what I've never understood about like jobs like that, even like some McDonald's where they make their staff wear like shirts and ties and stuff like that. I'm like, it's McDonald's.
Yeah.
Just put like Home Depot's got it right. Just coming in your clothes, put the apron on.
Put the apron on.
Or Walmart, throw the vest on. You're here. They know you work there. Like, why I got to put a tie? You're paying me $8 an hour.
Yeah. And you know,
I can't even afford a tie. This is my dad's.
Or like Target has the khakis and red shirts.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times, because I used to work by a Target and I would go to work in like a red polo and sometimes khakis or black pants.
Yeah.
And people would think I'd worked at Target.
You know how many times I've been asked, do you work here at Target not wearing the fucking uniform? Like, yeah, half the cashiers at this Target are black, but doesn't mean I fucking work here too. I'm wearing a black shirt and blue jeans, bitch. Like, this ain't the uniform.
Oh
so weird.
So funny.
Excuse me, do you work here? Like, no, obviously.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so we had a couple of topics we wanted to bring up to talk about. Well, first of all, speaking of Hollywood trash and Universal Bar and Grill, our good friend Ron Jeremy is in the news.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Who knew a guy who looked like a fucking fat hedgehog was a creep?
That guy. They said it's 6 counts of sexual assault.
Yeah, but have you ever met him or seen him at a conference?
Yes.
Yeah. So he doesn't look. He's creepy looking, but he doesn't look aggressive. He doesn't look like he would. I don't know. I was a little bit.
I'm pretty sure Jeffrey Dahmer.
Sure you could take him. That's
very lazy and like, yeah. Just I don't know. It was weird.
Well, it's unassuming. Just because he doesn't look like a tough, like he can like take you physically, doesn't mean he's not a creep.
Yeah.
Look at Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh yeah.
You know, most serial killers, they just look like normal fucking looking people.
Yeah.
I guess when I hear the word rape, I think of them like either drugging somebody so they're out, or like pinning someone down, like holding it. So I guess that's like he just doesn't look motivated.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely. I mean, well,
I think you told me that he got banned from like the AVN.
He got banned from the AVN.
You know how much of a creep you have to be to get banned from the porn awards?
Yeah, he was
bad.
banned. Yeah, he was banned because I guess he was invited like a couple years in a row.
Yeah, and
both years he was like harassing porn stars and like trying to, you know, just being a fucking gross old man. And so eventually they fucking banned him. He's not allowed at the porn awards.
He gave me his card once at the Irvine Improv.
Wait, he what? He
gave me his card.
Oh,
he was like, I work with a lot of comedians. You should call me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I did a show my friend put on, and like he got Ron Jeremy to like come and do a set or like a Q&A or something.
Yeah.
And I mean, it blew my mind how many people were stoked on that. And I was like, he's gross, dude. I was just in the green room with this fucking weirdo. Like, he had like mustard stains on his shirt. He's all fat and like breathing heavy. And he's wearing like, he's wearing dime store joggers and fucking Crocs, dude. Like, it's like you're doing, I don't like, just to dress. just to dress like that regularly. I mean, even to just go outside.
And you're doing like you're doing a set. Like you can't just
right. Couldn't put your fucking shoes on?
A clean shirt, maybe? Not with your leftover Subway all over it?
Dude, it was like, what is this? Oh, man.
He's so ugly.
Oh, God.
He's so gross. But yeah, that was the thing. And it's funny because I posted that article and like that's the most hits I get on fucking Instagram, Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, why is anybody surprised? I don't know. I really don't understand it.
Well, I mean,
are you surprised that more comics haven't been called out after the Aaliyah thing?
No,
that was the next point.
I'm not surprised more people aren't getting called out by name because I think a lot of those guys are probably very popular and have some power and have a good network. People are afraid of coming out and it affecting their careers, which is fucked up and it's not right. But that's the only way I could think about it because there's definitely more. It wasn't just Aaliyah.
Yeah, that's right. To answer your question, yes, I am kind of surprised that a lot more people haven't been called out.
I'm very surprised. Not that I want to see, more shit going on. It's pretty sad, but yeah, I'm really, really surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still a little bright-eyed about the business and stuff. So like, part of me wants to just believe that most people are like me,
or decent
human beings. But I know there's a shitload of really terrible people, and it's like I hear stories. I don't really see it personally, but also I'm not a woman in the scene, so I don't really know.
You really think someone's gonna like lie about someone sexually assaulting and harassing them to further their career? Like, does that really make sense, guys? Like, come on.
Yeah, I just well, the D'Elia thing, like we talked about it last week, but I was like, I just kind of heard about it from you, but I didn't really do any research on it or anything. So like right before you got here, I was like looking up what the evidence was and stuff. And I was like, ooh, yeah, that's yeah.
Was anybody ever like came to you, Jen, and talked to you about like other like comics?
I was blown away by the time I did not know.
Yeah.
I mean, when I used to hang out at the Comedy Store, he's one of those people who every single night had a different woman with him. So I feel like he slept around, but
yeah.
I never heard any rumors or anything about the underage. The thing that's interesting to me is that not one of my friends like tried to defend him.
Yeah, none of them did. Yeah.
No, did you see when they tried because everybody was like, no. Joey Diaz is awesome. Everybody just so like that's not a good sign.
Yeah. But it seems to be the same story from everybody too. It's just that they just didn't know. But like, I don't know. I mean, people are digging deep and finding some stuff of like, people joking about it.
Yeah.
And wasn't there like a podcast that there was a?
Yeah, it was. I think Theo Von was.
Theo Von and Brendan Schaub.
Yeah, they're just like joking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
you don't joke about people having sex with underage girls.
Right.
No, it's unless they knew it happened, but it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like I just don't understand. Don't just do comedy. Why just do your set and go the fuck home and just like watch weird porn when you get home, or fuck people who are of age. Like it's not that difficult.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I couldn't put myself in that thought process, mostly because I'm not successful. But I'm just kidding.
You're not successful.
At his point, I think it turns into like there's something wrong because he could have sex with so many women.
Right.
Yeah, rich, good-looking, famous dude.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
but
but it's crazy. And I saw like I was going through your Twitter page.
Oh God, I don't know. I just retweet.
Yeah, no, it was some of the retweets you were tweeting about some other comics talking about some of their experiences, but also still not naming names. And it's
nobody is. But I'll tell you what though, like that woman that called up, they get so much hate mail. And just
it's fucked up. Yeah, like people just attack them and accuse them for doing it for fame or for whatever weird.
Well, a lot of those dudes, like like Brendan Schaub and Theo and like D'Elia, like they have like this real diehard group of fans that are young, and they're like drinking the Kool-Aid. Like they have this like idea of these people that like,
yeah, they're not your friends,
right? Yeah,
they're not your friends. They probably won't even like you if you try to talk to them in person if it wasn't at his show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the delusion of celebrity that people have, where it's just like, yeah, I watch this person's movies, or I follow their comedy, I follow their social media, so I know what they're like as a person. It's like, you don't, well, you don't get their time. Like, they don't owe you anything.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about podcasting and just like social media in general, is that like when you're at a certain status, like people, that's what gives them that illusion, is like they're so connected to you, they think they know you.
Yeah, it's called a parasocial relationship.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's very strange. It even happens sometimes, like if I'm out like with like older friends like years ago, and like we would, you know, rib each other, go back and forth, and then like some random person that just happens to be there too tries to jump in and like make fun of me. It's like, dude, I don't know who the fuck you are. Don't talk to me like that. No, but you guys were like, I don't know you. I don't know you. Like, don't talk to me like that. Yeah, and like, you know, I'm sure it's happened to you, you know, on a much smaller scale. Like, I've had people talk to me at either after shows or whatever, you know, and it's like people that just follow me on Instagram or something like that, and then, you know, they'll start talking to me about something. It's like, it's kind of weird. It's really weird, you know. I know that's part of what I'm doing or what we do, but it's like very like it still strikes me very strange, you know. Do you get that a lot, Jen, when you get off the stage?
Yeah, I do. But I also think when you're talking about podcasts, feel like they really know you. I think there's a different thing when you have like years.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? If you listen to somebody's podcast, people are listening like Joe Rogan like 3 or 4 times a week, and he's just when you have your headphones, and it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's they're so in your brain that people feel like they know them a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, for sure. You know, like I could understand feeling like, you know, somebody. I listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff. You know, even comics that, you know, I admire that I've never met before, you know, but if I ever were to meet them, I'd probably feel like I'd have an idea of who they were because I listened to their podcast so much, you know? Yeah. So I don't know. It does make sense, but.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I do have that a lot of times after shows. People will think. It's funny because either they take everything you say really seriously or they think you made it all up.
Yeah.
Is that really true?
Yeah.
Bro, did you laugh? That's all that matters. Yeah, that's all that matters. It made you laugh.
Yeah, or like you know, I've talked to Steve about this a lot. I don't know if this has happened to you. Like I've gotten like where, you know, you fire at somebody in the audience, and then when you talk to them after the show, they take it as an opportunity to like get back at you. So they'll be fucking rude for like no reason. You know, and it's like, hey, dude, like I'm not on stage anymore. Like, you don't have to fucking defend yourself. The moment's over. Like,
that's so funny. They've been waiting that whole time. Just
that whole time. And it's like, what are you doing? Yeah, there's a reason why you're here and I was up there. Like,
have you been doing Zoom shows?
Oh God, no. Have you? No. Somebody asked me to do one and I laughed and I said no.
I didn't do any for April. I was like, no way. And then in May, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do one just to like face my fear of it because I felt like it would be so bad. But
yeah,
it was okay. I just don't really have any desire. I'm like, what's the point?
It's just
like I said, I haven't written very many jokes, so I'm like, I'm gonna go on Zoom and just tell my old joke. Like,
I know. I keep flip flopping in this idea that like I'm like, I may as well just not do it until everything's back to normal, or like if I do it, then I'm just gonna do terrible. You know, now that I'm getting booked, I'm like saying yes, but it's like
I don't know.
I don't really know if I'm gonna if I really want to yet. You know, it's just it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. I will say when I did it though, I made more money than I would normally make in LA because they did a tip thing.
Whoa.
I just made $50.
Maybe I should do Zoom.
Some of them are all tip based, and it's pretty good.
Oh, all right.
I did a Zoom call yesterday for this this new app coming out or something. It was like they're looking for content creators or some shit. So they put me through some weird kind of audition process yesterday. So hopefully I'll just get paid to do this. This will be fine.
Yeah, you said $50 a post. Like, why not?
Yeah, for sure.
Money's money. So I wanted to bring this up. We were supposed to talk about it before we came on, but we kind of got off track. So I don't know if you play video games at all, Jen. No,
probably not.
But there's this new game coming out called Cyberpunk, and they did like a release today. And I just saw this tweet as I was going through my Twitter, and I thought it was a joke, but it's 100% serious. They have character customizations because it's kind of like an RPG in the game, and it's very thorough. And so some of the options you can change in the game, there are 5 types of pubic hair, 2 penis types, two penis types with penis size options, 1 vagina option, which is just rude.
Wait, so circumcised and uncircumcised?
I don't know.
Wait, why would you need to choose a
3
dick?
variations, and I don't know, 3 variations of nipples and 35 hairstyles. And I was just like, what the fuck is this game? Like,
right.
There's just gonna be swinging dick running around. Like, why is that? It's never been a thing you needed to have. I mean,
look, if they're making it an option, I'm gonna be naked in that game all the time.
And then why only
all the players must be naked, right?
No, it's supposed to be like a futuristic like game, and so like everything I've seen on it, any kind of gameplay,
there's got to be fucking in it then.
But
what?
It's just so weird.
Can you read the 5 different types of pubic hair? I'm so curious.
No, it just says 5 types of pubic hair, 2 penis types, 1 vagina option, and 3
vagina option.
Yeah, there's so many different.
That's not fair that we have to choose a penis size and you guys don't have a vagina size.
Yeah.
What if you like the roast beef kind of vagina?
Exactly. The innies or the out. Right. There's plenty of different variations.
Curtains or no curtains.
Yeah.
Curtains.
You want to go full ball, a little Brazilian
landing strip.
Yeah, no. And 3 variations of nipples.
Send me their info. I'm gonna call them out on Twitter for this vagina thing.
I can let me send it to you. It's very weird.
Wait a minute. 3 variations of nipples.
3 I thought it was a joke, and then I read the story.
What is this game? Now it's just, now that this article's come out, like I'm super interested.
It's like they premiered it at like E3 last year, and like Keanu Reeves came out.
Right.
And then they had an event today about it, and this I guess came out. Like I just learned about it when we sat down today, and it's just like why is that necessary in a video game? What could possibly be happening?
That's what I'm saying. There's got they got to be fucking in the game.
The size of your dick, and it's weird.
Maybe they're developing some weird VR thing to like fulfill some people's weird. fantasies.
like Striking Vipers on that Black Mirror episode.
Like that Black Mirror episode. Jen,
I didn't see it, but this might get me to start playing video games because I'm very curious.
Wait, what was that?
I said this might get me to start playing video games.
You finally have
in a while, so
yeah.
There you go.
There you go. This is your new dating app.
Oh man!
I'm not even gonna play the video game. My character's just gonna keep touching.
I know you have a bit about having a penis. Maybe this is finally your opportunity. Helicopters.
Yeah. My dreams are gonna come true.
You leave the first level. You run around naked.
There's no like. Why would they even give you the option of having different sized penises? Because everyone's just gonna have a hammer. Like.
Oh God.
You never know. There might be guys with really big penises who are like, I just want to experience something small.
I want to know what other people go through.
I just want a manageable.
I just want to be able to wear short shorts and not have to tuck it in.
I want a penis small enough that women will actually blow me.
Yeah, they can get it all the way in their mouth.
Jesus Christ! I want to make a character like with my issues, with like giant balls and a tiny wiener. Just
all Peters no meat.
Just huevos no chorizo.
Yeah.
Why is the word wiener so funny?
I don't know. It's so childish. Funny. Yeah, that's true. All vagina names are just like harsh, like pussy, cunt, twat.
Yeah,
But
yeah, they have the
wiener, chorizo. Like it's all fun things.
I know.
Penis.
Yeah,
penis sounds cute.
My pee-pee. Vagina names are all.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, you're right. They have those like hard consonants.
Yeah,
So,
the hard consonants just fuck it up.
Well, is a little bit aggressive.
what is
Pussy.
pussy?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's aggressive. All the words for vagina are aggressive.
Yeah.
Know? Except for like box.
Who says box? But even box is like, it's kind of demeaning, you know?
It's playful.
Is
Just
it?
My homegirl.
Box?
No, my homegirl. She says box all the time. She's also from the country, so
Oh,
you know,
okay.
they're a little behind,
Yeah,
a little slow.
Yeah.
But
She's using
know-
terms from 1980.
What?
So is she using terms from like the 80s? Is that when?
Right.
yeah, pretty
Box.
much. Every time like we'll have a conversation, they'll say like some kind of like known terminology. She's like, "What the fuck does that mean?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like everybody knows it.
Who
And
did
then
you
she
say?
tries to make fun of me because I'm in California.
You were you told me about somebody you were with, and they asked what it was, and it was like a fucking easy something.
It's
It was like condescending or something like that. Was like, what does that mean?
oh no, intelligent.
Intelligent. Yeah, that's what it was. Intelligent.
Oh, it wasn't even my friend. It was a friend of a friend. I was hanging out with Tor, and this guy was there, and we were talking, and me and Tor were having this conversation. He's chiming in, and then I just used the word intelligent. I don't remember what we were talking about, and the guy stops the conversation. He's like, hold on. What does intelligent mean?
No, he did not.
I swear to God, yes, that happened. He asked me
You're
what
like,
intelligent
not
meant.
you.
Yeah, and it was just like I let Tor take over because I'm like, I can't answer this without hurting your feelings,
Right.
You know. So, yeah, that was. Oh God, that was one of the worst. What does intelligent mean?
Woof. Jesus.
That's so funny.
The only one that was worse than that is when I went out with that girl and I took her to my friend's house and we were playing Cards Against Humanity.
Oh,
And I
and
I found out she didn't know how to read.
Oh.
It was so embarrassing. Because like she sat in the circle, it was perfect. Where I went first, and then my friend went, and then he went, and it was her turn to read the card, and she started reading, and I was just like, "Oh fuck, I made a mistake."
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. She didn't know. She couldn't.
Tahi.
Tahi. I mean, she could, it was slow. She was reading like at a fucking 5-year-old level. It was
Did
bad.
she ever admit that she didn't know how to read, or she?
Nope,
just...
I had no idea.
Like the fact that she still just acted like oh, this is normal. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
she could have been, if she was at least a little bit self-conscious about it, you know, she'd be
Let's
like,
not
nah,
play.
I don't want to play.
Yeah, I don't want to play.
Oh, you
Like,
got to read those cards.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, I got this.
I was embarrassed for multiple reasons. Number one, like I was embarrassed that like that happened, but then also I was embarrassed for her. And then I was embarrassed, like I was just like trying to look at my friend. I'm like, no, this is not what I usually go after. Like I didn't know. Like I don't just do this. Like this is a surprise to me too. Like this is
You're
not
like-
me.
You're like, oh, you want some graham crackers?
Oh yeah, and her name was Star, so that should have been,
Oh, yeah. Well,
you know.
What did you tell her when you didn't want to see her again?
Um,
he said, today, Junior.
I sent her a long letter, and so I don't know if she knew what he said. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't remember how. Like I just stopped.
You handed her an encyclopedia and said, figure it out.
Hooked on phonics. No, I don't remember how it just stopped, but it was early, so it was an easy kind of break.
Jen, do you have any, what's like the worst date you've ever gone on?
Oh God.
I can tell you when I feel better than I want to.
Or the most recent, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't date really hardly at all. Oh, I don't even know. I can't even think of one. No, it's not even that bad. I did go on a date once. It wasn't even that bad though. But it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Where I went out
Always-
for and I was trying to eat with pasta, even though I don't really know how to do it. And I put it up to my mouth and it fell like straight into the soy sauce and it splashed all over the dog. That's not even bad.
No, that's
No.
not bad at all. I remember the last date I went on right before coronavirus. I called him afterwards. I was so upset.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna sound mean, but I didn't say it to her in a mean way. I was trying to say it in a positive, trying to encourage her way. But at the end of the day, I basically told her, this is why you're a virgin. I know why you're a virgin. Like, this makes sense. We met.
But she wasn't 17, was she?
Fucking no, she was like 28.
Yeah,
28. Yeah, and we met online, And it was just kind of a weird thing because I usually, like, if we match, we talk. I want to try to get a date within like that week. But the first week we started talking, we were both busy. The second week I got sick, so we couldn't. Third week she got sick, so we were just texting for a while. Then we finally went out. But the day before we went out, she decided to tell me that she was a virgin and not by choice. And it was just like, that doesn't make sense. You tell me you go to bars and you drink all the time. You're 28.
Yeah,
you're a virgin, not by choice. I'm like,
how are you not by choice?
Like, she's not like waiting for marriage. She just hasn't had someone like want to have sex with her or have sex with somebody. She just said not by choice. She's not staying a virgin. She just couldn't get laid. And I'm like, that doesn't seem right. And then I met her. I'm like, oh, this makes sense. This makes sense.
What was wrong with her?
I don't know.
How bad could it be?
Texting her gave her time to stop and think about what she was going to say. In person, I would ask her a question and then she would answer something completely different that I didn't even say. And so it was like having a conversation with your dog. It would just be like, I would ask her something and then she would just start talking about something else. It was like, no, but I meant like this.
Yeah.
And then she would say something else that had nothing to do with what I just said. And like, no, this. Even to the point like where we was ordering a drink, she was going to pay for the first one. And the bartender was like, oh, I need your card. She's like, you need my ID? He's like, no, I need your debit card. She's like, and she looks at me, she's like, does he need my ID? Like, no, he needs your debit card so you can pay. And that was the beginning of the day. And then it just went south from. She didn't ask me any personal questions about me. And I was fighting to keep that conversation going for 2 hours. But it was awful.
Yeah. Dude.
I've never had sat and had a conversation with someone that went so badly where I'm like, are you not hearing like the word? I know I'd speak clear and like I'm asking you basic stuff, but you're answering something completely different. Like we're having two different conversations. And so at the end of the day, I basically said, yeah, I know why you're a virgin. I could tell. But I didn't say it like that. I was just like, hey, I could tell you're very like, you're very insecure and believe in yourself and you need to work on that. But all in all, a nice guy talk was like, bitch, I understand why you're a virgin. Like, because I've been wanting to get out of here last like 10 minutes.
Sat down.
Yeah.
Well, what's worse? What is it like having a girl that like constantly talks about themselves when they're not really interesting, or somebody who's just not listening to anything you're saying?
Both. They're both as bad as me. I just want to have a conversation with you, and we're supposed to get to know each other. That's why we're going on a date,
right?
So you're just talking about yourself the entire time.
Have you ever been on like been around somebody who has a really uninteresting job, but they talk about it like it's fucking.
Yes.
Oh God, dude.
No, not a date, but my old friend Kevin.
Fucking torture. Yeah.
You talk about his job all the time. It's like, I don't give a fuck, man.
God.
Or people want to ask you about your job.
Tell you about their coworkers, then start telling you a long story about their coworker's life, and you're like, "How is this? I don't need this information."
Yeah. Or just start naming off their coworkers, like everybody,
right? Like you know them. Oh my God.
Yeah. The other day, like Jeff did this. Like, who is Jeff?
Who the fuck is Jeff?
Yeah. No, it's my coworker.
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to know that?
I told you about Jeff. There was a girl I was with, and we pretty much like that was part of the reason why we broke up. She was like, "You never even listened to my stories." I'm like, "Cause they suck. Because they're fucking awful." There was one time she got super mad at me. We were on a long drive, and she worked at like Disneyland, so she was like talking about all her coworkers and all this fucking drama and stuff. And I at some point I remembered just thinking about something. I was completely tuned out. Like I hadn't. And then she finished her conversation. She finished her story, and then I just went, "So what do you want to eat when we get there?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Did you even hear anything?" I was like, "Yeah, no, not really."
What about when you catch yourself totally tuning out, and then all of a sudden you snap back in, and you're like, "I hope they don't ask me a question about."
I know I've done that, but I snap back in because they're like, "Oh shit, there's a pause." Did she ask me something, or like what happened? Like, oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
but you know what? Like, I feel like I bore people sometimes when I start talking.
Yeah.
And I can see when they're starting to fucking tune it out. And then I'm like, I just at this point in my life, I just call them out on it, or like you're not even listening, or just fucking just go do whatever else you're gonna do. You're not gonna listen to me right now. Like I don't. It's like if we have
no self-awareness to know that they're.
Yeah, you can't see like my face like losing interest, like no social cues.
Right.
Yeah, our friend Javi.
Our friend Javi's like that. He's so ADD. Like, you know, we love him to death, but it's like we'll be talking. You and like all three of us will be sitting at a table together, like talking. You'll be listening, and he's just completely on. Like,
just gone,
just gone. Oh, and it's something that like we started talking about together.
He brought it up,
and then we'll start talking, and then he's gone. He's just he's fucking completely not even paying attention.
Like, wait, what? As soon as he looks at his phone. That means everything else in his life is shut down, and he doesn't know anything that's happening.
It's just over.
I love that guy, though.
All right, we're at an hour. I think we'll just we'll cut our guest at this point. We really appreciate you coming in. Hopefully, one day we can do an in studio session. That's we've been dabbling with that. It seems to be a lot more fun when we have people in here. I mean, the stream it's a little choppy.
I know. Sorry, I could tell that there was trouble with the sound a few times.
Yeah, it's fine. But you know, it's we're trying to still sort this out. But you know, this is all we can actually do right now. But really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Where can people find you on Instagram or Twitter or whatever?
At Jen Murphy Comedy.
Very cool.
See all my retweets.
Yeah. Hey, someone's got to do it.
And if they want to go on a cruise, you got that Norwegian.
There you go, Norwegian. And maybe a brewery in a couple months. All right, thanks, Jen.
Thank you. I love you guys. Have fun.
Right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. That was fun.
Yeah.
I fucked up and I didn't record the first like maybe 25 minutes, so I might have to just post the audio from the stream.
Okay.
And
it happens.
I fucking like I'm going now. I don't know.
I'll
figure
it out. As long as we
still
have the audio there, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, that was it. We will end the stream now, and I will see you guys there, or I will see you another time.
Lonely stoner stay alone in his room to himself, and his thoughts they consume. Forever waiting for this moment, baby.